Hello.
Hollow, hollow.
We're back.
Back at it again.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear us? Have we returned properly? Or are we doing some
We
kind
better,
of...
nothing changed.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay, we return. The time has come for more things. So during this time, Copernicus, you've been doing all your magical assessment of these various scrolls. You've managed to open the box and recover a fragment of the Elenath. Now you have two such fragments. And Morgan, you complete your meditations with the wand. And you're now this almost ebon black twisted piece of like root wood. And you mentally sort of become aware of the spoken word that needs to be used to activate this wand.
Ooh. What is it?
Some magic bullshit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Some magic bullshit.
Yeah.
Good.
We'll find out.
So are you just gonna up and use it, or are you gonna tell somebody first? Because Copernicus was gonna make a blood thing for you to shoot it at.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I got the word. It came to me. That's what she said. So, why don't you get ready when your pigeon's ready?
Okay. I have the blood crafted turkey ready to launch. I don't know if I do the pre-cut and then I throw the thing in the air, or if I like vomit it all once together. But
Yeah, full on like kick your head back and just vomit it into existence in the air.
Okay, this is gonna be so good. Here we go. Ready? We're ready? You say the word.
All right. Go. And then she'll say the garbly good.
Okay, I need you to make me a spell attack roll.
All right.
Also, Peter, you're way quieter than you were before. I don't know if the mic just got moved or what is up.
I'll move it a little
Oh, yeah.
closer there.
Perfect.
What is my attack roll? Hold on.
So it
plus
is
9, so that'll be a
Ooh.
dirty 20.
Ooh.
dirty 20 will do it. This was a very important roll, but also the creature that you're creating here is quite small. I think I'm going to ask for a dexterity saving throw from Copernicus to avoid getting caught in the
Whoa.
blast.
My death ward is still active.
Good. Our
Alright,
other healer is not here.
We roll with a plus nothing.
Nice.
Is a 9 gonna do it?
I didn't make it very high, but a 9 will not do even the lowest of saving throws. So
Alright. 2 turkeys are gonna get roasted.
you point the one, and it vomits into existence a glob of some kind of tarry, viscous snot that shoots out and grows as it flies into this huge blob. And it splatters onto the wall, completely engulfing and pinning the blood turkey and Copernicus's head.
I'm so glad I opened that crease!
And you are restrained as you are pinned to the wall by this glob of goo.
Is the glob alive?
Nope, but the glob is nasty. If you go and try and touch it,
I'm not touching it.
Right now, it is pinned Copernicus by the head to the wall.
I will press the digitation to try and get it free.
It does not have any effect on this glob.
Oh no! Does Copernicus need to breathe?
I think so. And I'm gonna go and like grab his head and try to.
No, I'm good. I don't need to
get him
breathe.
out.
I don't need to breathe.
Just kicking your little feet.
When you touch the goo,
Yeah. Yep.
it seems to have gone from being sticky to being like rubbery. So it's more like this like mass of dried slime that is now like a kind of hard rubbery substance, but it is like almost permanently attached to this wall.
So
Copernicus is
ooh.
pinned.
Thunderstep and Misty Step don't require somatic components. So am I able to?
Interesting question.
And with Pact of the
Perny.
Rodkeeper, because I've used all my spell slots on Death Wards.
Perny?
But
Perny, it you.
Yeah.
God.
Perny, it you, Brent. That where you are. That's your
Yeah.
POV right now.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what I am imagining.
And like, except Ugja's hands are like on the front
Yeah.
of your face through the goo, trying to like
Yeah.
find a way to pry you out of there.
Like you get the occasional view out of the goo, and it's just more gonna be like, ooh. It's like, oops, oops.
Barb was a squirter.
No, no one needed to know that.
Are you okay,
Randy's-
Bernie? Do you gotta breathe? Are you
Randy's
okay?
just so glad he's not here.
He's not here.
His character doesn't have to react to that.
Wouldn't be the first time he's had to react to something like that.
Yeah.
Bernie's doing a thumbs up from inside the goo. So,
Yeah.
if I can recharge Pact of the Rodkeeper without having to do anything somatic, then I should be able to cast either Misty Step or Thunderstep. Thunderstep would be more fun because then it would explode the turkey and all the goo onto everyone, and Bernie's
would
inclined
also-
to do that.
Probably harm some of the other people in this room with you.
Oh, they probably are nearby right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll Misty Step out. I'll Misty Step out.
Yeah, I just double checked, and you can indeed, it looks like, use a Misty Step to escape from a restrained condition. The only thing that you lose is the ability to move when you are restrained. So no problem.
Okay.
So
Bernie will zip out.
you reach you're grappled by the head, so you reach your hands into your robe and grasp your rod, using its magic to regain a spell slot, and then you cast Misty Step and step. Actually, you wouldn't be able to Misty Step because you have to be able to see where you're going.
Ooh.
Oh, ghostly gaze, ghostly gaze.
You got it.
I X-ray vision through
You
the
X-ray
goo so that I
vision
can
through
see a
the
place
goo
to
so you
teleport
can see a
to.
place to teleport. Yep.
And then Bernie
Done
does
is
not
done.
need to breathe, so he doesn't need to be panting when he comes out, but he will come out saying the safe word like banana pancakes, banana pancakes.
I was like,
this is in fact,
I mean, I'd have some banana pancakes right now, but it's maybe not the time.
Oh, okay.
make an intelligence roll.
Who?
Me?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, with my minus. That's I rolled a 14, so that's 13.
That's probably good enough. I was gonna say, the logical, obvious thing to assume is that he's talking about this goo.
Oh yeah.
He just suddenly came up, banana pancakes, banana pancakes. You'd be like,
Oh, it tastes
really?
like
This tastes like banana pancakes?
Yeah, I'm gonna go and lick it.
It does
Oh,
not
really?
taste like banana
Huh.
pancakes.
No, not kind of maybe. I don't know, like old armor. Maybe
Yeah,
a
it's
little hint of
delicate.
jockstrap in there. It's not good. Definitely not like pancakes.
Morgan has no idea whether she's disgusted or turned on. Probably a bit of both. But also, like, disappointed.
Copernicus,
Good.
make me an Arcana check.
Oh right, yeah, the actual trying to figure out the magic.
What the hell that was?
It's a
20
wand
on
of banana
30,
pancake.
20.
Yeah.
Dirty 20. You are familiar with this. It's a drow magic item, common in the Underdark. Well, not common because it's a rare item, but found more often in the Underdark than anywhere else. It is a wand of viscid globs.
Gross.
Okay.
But when the
Pretty cool.
drow get freaky,
Yep. And the,
Um,
the basic effect of shooting this at somebody is that it will restrain for an hour, after which the material slowly dries out until it becomes brittle and can be sort of
whoa.
fractured out of. The only way to get out of the viscous glob prior to
Baby oil?
is
Olive oil?
the use of solvents.
ooh,
According to the description of the item, it says alcohol, or the magic items oil of etherealness, or universal solvent, which are magic.
Like, Fitted
Something.
might have been able to lick you out of there.
yeah.
For those lockpicking
Skills,
skills to
work.
use. Yeah.
But my
Peter,
grease.
Peter, if Perny were to have a username on a platform, what would
think
it
would
be?
How old is the platform?
It's Perny
It
net.
would-
I'm
What's your
I'm
Perny net
showing off
username?
Perny net.
Okay, so it's probably Barb and Perny.
Oh
and then
no!
yeah, it's
Okay.
probably Barb and
Barb
Perny,
and
and then
Perny
a year
69.
that's like over 200 years ago.
Yeah.
Bob and Perny
17, 12.
forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does the quill do anything, by the way? Is that pinging any magic?
The quill is in fact magical.
Ooh.
While we're I don't know if we're gonna do any cleanup here, but I'll drop an identify on that if we have a moment.
The quill is not in and of itself a magic item. You imagine that it is part of some sort of magic. So when you do identify on it, it doesn't come up telling you, oh, this has this spell or this magic effect, because on its own, it has no magic effect. It has to be used with something.
Like
That
an
makes
ink.
sense, because
your immediate thought
Magic
is like
ink.
some sort of specific ink, yeah. Or
see, I'm thinking that it makes sense that if the wand can cast restrain, then that's what makes the pen
Maybe?
stationary.
Maybe it's invisible ink and you should check the box again.
it's okay, I got it. Or maybe there's an invisible bottle of ink. 'Cause it's
Yeah.
invisible. Uh-huh.
I will hang on to this for later, if that's okay. And I think Morgan is now stuck with her disgusting wand, which I think is hilarious. It was
Yep.
just the
Morgan,
Well,
you have a
oh.
disgusting wand.
splooge.
One thing I was thinking that we should commission. Be like a magical item that is basically a permit, a Ron Swanson permit. I just
I can do
like
what I want.
Yeah.
it's just like we get separated a lot, and some of us are not that great at talking our way out of things. A lot of us, and so
Most
if
of
like
us.
there are certain if like the people that are there for the socializing aren't there, then I feel like we should get you guys some permits that might help with that. You know, so like this can help me with like the gross situations, and I feel like we should maybe commission something to help you guys with the the other situations, the non-gross socially ones. Just a thought.
Do we do non-gross stuff?
I don't know. That's kind of my whole deal.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh, the Linneys are awake.
Oh,
Nice.
oh no.
I don't know if you can hear the squeaking.
I love the squeaking.
They were napping in the plant, and now they're like waking up.
Gotta make tiny little squeaks.
Yeah.
It's what you gotta do.
Okay. So, shall we go look for rocks now? Rock hunting?
Probably.
Rock
Yeah.
hunting party?
Yeah, the door's open. It's been open for a while, so maybe we should
Oh,
like,
that
use
the
it.
door! I was just gonna. Okay. I was thinking we just go back up to the city.
Oh.
Sorry. I got
Oh,
pretty
but the
distracted
door
there.
got opened.
I was pretty excited about the wand. What's behind
It's
the
a good
door?
wand.
Did you open it?
Nope.
Let's take a look.
Like Underdark
List.
stuff, I guess.
Oh, we're searching for the guy. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. The source of the source of the power, the magical source of power. Okay, yeah. All right, let's do that. Let's do that then. Morgan will take
Where to?
out a handkerchief and wrap it around the end of the wand, and then
To
put it
safety?
into her little and then we'll put it into her little purse.
Safety and also cleanup.
Yeah. Hey, don't step there.
Okay. Now that you have your viscid glob wand,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so after your investigations of this room, you found a bunch of like magic-y stuff. Certainly, there's also signs generally of use of this table in terms of like grinding up various components and doing magical research. And you imagine that probably very recently, like earlier today, someone was in here working on the ritual that they then cast to summon that giant serpent and send it up to the surface. Whoever that was likely went out through these doors. So you are then moving on to the corridor beyond the locked door.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
gonna do a perception through the door first. Taking a little peek, putting my little perninet stone up for light.
Take your phone out there.
Yeah, that's a 14 plus 4, I think. No, is that better? Perception? Oh, I have 6. 14 plus 6.
You do hear a very, very faint, distant noise, like a clanking way off in the depths somewhere. It's echoing up the corridors from far, far, far away. Definitely signs of some kind of activity. This is not like all abandoned and empty. Immediately beyond the door, there's this corridor that slants relatively sharply downwards, not quite as enough to be difficult to walk down or like a staircase, but it goes downwards and spirals off into the dark. And there is no source of light anywhere other than your phone.
Okay. I just looked at it.
Will
Like,
we
I don't know.
be sneaky? Do we need to sneak?
I think it might be good if we sneaked.
I could pass without trace us.
Okay.
That's
Alright.
a very
Let's
sneaky
do
way to
that.
be. Let me get a stealth roll from everybody then with
Hey.
the bonus plus 10 from pass without trace.
Morgan's just gonna climb up onto Ugna's shoulder.
You're just not even gonna try.
Well, I rolled a 3, but for me that still makes a 21, which is pretty good.
I got a 29.
21, 29.
And I have plus 10 from Fetid,
Yes.
which would be 6 on the die for a 29.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. So, sorry, did you say 29?
Yeah.
So you're
6
activating
plus
your
3
cloak.
plus plus 10 for Cloak of Shadows, plus 10 for
Yeah.
Nice.
I got
You're blending
23.
in with the shadows.
23 for riding quietly.
Nice.
Nice.
Because we're at camp together. We don't want to be too loud.
So you're sneaking down the corridor. The corridor is relatively wide. It's large enough for a large-sized creature to come up and down this corridor.
Excellent.
Like it's a good, 9 or 10 feet high at the arch of the curved roof, and then it comes down. It's all carved stone, so like you're in the living rock of the cliffs. Well, probably even below, probably far enough down to be below the ocean level. but in the rock that makes up the cliffs of the north. As you're as you slip along, you notice that these walls are nice and smooth. They are worked, like they look like a proper stone wall from above ground, but no one put up stone blocks here. They just carved it out of the living rock. And after a single turn, you've lost sight of the room that you've come through. But then after that turn, there's a very, very faint glow from these little sconces on the wall that contain some kind of glowing bluish fungus in these little sconces, little niches in the wall. And you find you can put your phone away, Morgan, because it's enough light to sort of get by. Not great. Dark vision is obviously the best, but those of you with dark vision are basically acting as though there's no problem. It's a full light. Yeah, so you guys go making your way further down. And there are little tiny birds. You hear them.
And I'll mention Perny's completely, his refractory period has not passed for spells, so he's completely nothing in the chamber. So just if we get into a scrape, just keep
Tapped out. Yep.
No. Perny's too proud to admit that he can't.
He needs a short rest.
That he needs a short rest, but if anyone else does at some point, he'll certainly be in favor of that plan.
Morgan, I think, hasn't even. Oh, did I sip my juice? I think I might have sipped my juice, but I can still sip my juice. No, wait. No, it's only once a day.
Yeah, you've already done it for the day. No, actually, no, I don't think you have, because remember.
Oh, yeah, it was yesterday that I did.
It was yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't think you did it today. Because all you did was fight that snake.
Mm-hmm.
I would like perception checks, not investigation, perception specifically, from everybody.
Nat 20.
How do you feel about a 19?
Is that a nat 20 I heard?
Yeah.
It's a nat 20.
Woo!
Okay, the number, the
Grandpa's
target
on his
number is
game.
quite high, but
I only got a
what's
10.
the bonus on that nat 20, just so I know?
22
So
total.
22, but also it's a nat 20, which is, what were the other numbers? 19 from Ugna?
19 from me as well.
Nice.
And
Just a 10 for me.
okay.
Also, it's in the Discord now.
So you guys began making your way down into the further depths, and after you do, in the Discord, you say,
Oh no.
Mhm.
Oh no.
"Wonderful, wonderful, extremely pleasing."
Oh my god.
Please see please make sure that you zoom in on the avatars of choice for both.
Oh,
of
that's
us.
Oh,
very good.
Yeah.
Excellent,
Hell yes.
excellent.
That's really good.
I'll just put
Definitely
it
be
in
needing
the
to share that with the audience at some point.
I'll put it in the Trash Heroes fan art. Safe for work.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, this is a good time as any for me to remind the audience that if you sign up for the Discord, you can enjoy such amazing artwork whenever our players choose to
I
post
don't know
random
that I can
stuff.
grab it. Can I get my phone to focus on that? It's so good.
So good.
Nope.
Well,
Oh,
we
no,
can
it's
just
too bright.
post it later.
We'll
We'll
post it.
later.
There we go.
Nice.
Also, you gotta have a justification for people to go jump into the Discord.
That
Yeah.
view of like the grandpa under the chin. Oh, mwah.
That's why I was giggling that whole time. Just drawing Purdy from that angle. Looking at
Someone,
my Google search pages for the day
Oh, good.
are like worm's eye view of woman,
Good.
giant woman, orifice, because I didn't know how to spell orifice when I was making a joke about it in the
Yeah.
Twitch
Nice.
chat. and then Boomer selfie angle,
Boomer selfie angle. Nice.
Amazing.
and then TikTok stitches and TikTok duets. I wasn't actually gonna have them both on there, but then it made them too small. So, but yeah.
I'm just adding a link to the Discord to the chat for those who may wish to join. Okay, so as you guys are sneaking down this tunnel, you start to come to a region where there are metal grates. Or not so much grates, because that implies you can move it, but like a small opening with metal bars embedded in the stone to create either, whether it's intended to be somewhere that like water can drip in at some point, or ventilation for air is not clear. But there are these little entryways. You'll also begin to see metal doors set into the stone with no apparent means of opening. Like they're intended to be open from the other side.
Morgan's incredibly nervous, and Una starts to feel her thighs clenching around her neck, like, oh no! I'm gonna be kind of panically looking around for fucking acid lines on the walls. You see, okay. So in real life, as a child, like most of our generation, I was worried about quicksand. You know, like concerned about quicksand. I was just like, once I get out in the world, quicksand is the danger. We need to know how to deal with that. And as a also nerdy D&D adventurer character, Morgan has been worried about acid pits. That's her biggest fear. She's heard of many a hero dying to a gelatinous ooze or an acid pit in a room. So she is like.
So you're like scouring you're like staring at the ground. That's why your perception roll is lower than everybody else's, because you're like
I'm looking for like the
pressure plate,
the residue lines on the walls, you know.
And I'm
for
assuming
some
that
rocks that are just a little bit too gooey and shiny.
I'm assuming that Fetid is largely keeping an eye out for traps.
Yeah.
And so I will say that with your rolls, the 19s aren't going to be enough to catch everything that's going on, but the natural 20 is. So as you guys are moving along here, Morgan, your nervousness reflects in the shadows. Everything you see looks nervous. Anytime you catch a glimpse of your own shadow, it looks like it's doing this. Fetid, you're kind of tapping the ground as quietly as you can, where you can, and finding no further traps. You get to the first one of these doors, and you sort of investigate it in case there's like a secret entrance. You have Copernicus look at it, and but nothing. You basically come to the conclusion that this is a door that's openable from the other side, that can be pushed open from the other side, or a latch can be flipped from the other side, but from this side there is no means of opening it. You are pretty sure that you could get one of these open with enough time, and if you're not too worried about making noise, because you could probably either chip away at the stone or the hinges that are exposed, because a door that opens outward has to have some means of doing so. But that, it's up to you whether you would want to do that.
There's still a way through the corridor, right? Like it's not
This
like
is
we have
still
to
on
go
the
through
way
these
down
doors.
this spiraling corridor. Yeah. So, Thought, are you going to keep going, or are you stopping at the first one of these doors?
I'm gonna quickly check my spell list and see if there's any tricks that I think. I used up my ghostly gaze, so I can't use the see through the wall to summon something on the other side. Or
You're really tapped out.
Yeah.
Got all the good
Using
tricks.
up your ghostly gaze, I hope there was aftercare at least. After life care.
Hey.
Oh, those ghostly gaze. So any thoughts there? I know you definitely have a number of cantrips. I don't know how many of them are particularly useful for what you're trying to do.
I don't think I can. I don't think I got any tricks that I can do without getting
Detect
Ghostly
blocks?
Gaze back, which means a long rest.
So I presume then that you're continuing to move past these doors and just going further down the corridor to see where it goes.
Like,
Okay.
So
no way to
So
open them.
So
So
they're locked, right?
eventually, as you make your way down, well, you can't tell if they're locked because they have no handle or means of
Oh,
opening them from this side. After a bit of traveling down this curving corridor seems to just go round and round, deeper and deeper and deeper into the earth, with just the occasional one of these metal doors. A couple of the vents that you pass, you hear like distant sort of noises through them, and this includes your those distant kind of
wait,
hammering noises
wait.
that you heard at one point.
Hold on. I think I can get the door open. Summon Undead allows me to summon ghosts that can go incorporeal to pass through things, but don't have to be incorporeal
Yes,
all the
but
time.
you don't have any spell slots. You would need to
But
rest.
that's instead of having to do a long rest to get Ghostly Gaze back, I could do a short rest.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Perny will pitch the
But
group. If
there's a number of things you could do with a short rest.
mm-hmm.
So
think
all my
when you
spells-
sort of, as the group gets to a point where you're sort of pausing at one of these doors and Copernicus is considering this, before you say anything about it, listening to that slight distant noise that's still coming from up ahead of like echoing tapping and
Tap.
other noises.
Yeah.
Yeah. You also suddenly, and just you, Copernicus, it's the Nat 20 talking here, think you hear a scraping sound back behind up the corridor the way you came. Like something scraping on the stone.
I'll put
Just
into
briefly, momentarily.
unrelated. How tall are the ceilings in here?
About 9 feet or so. 9, 10
Okay.
feet.
I'll put a Perny net. Like, don't look. I think I heard a sound of scraping behind us where we just came from. We might be being followed. But I'll try to like keep on.
What should we do about it?
Morgan's on Ugna's shoulders, and she's got her little PerdyNet phone in front of her that's casting the light ahead still because she doesn't have dark vision. And then the light is like glowing on her face, and she's just like horror movie Blair Witch style, just like light illuminating underneath.
And it's like
Oh,
deep
as she,
under
like-
the earth.
as she
And then
reads-
a message
as she-
pops up.
And
Yeah.
she reads like, "Don't look
Ding.
behind you." Like, oh no, no.
Oh, so what should we do about it? Do we set up like an ambush or something? In Perny Net?
I think Perny's gonna yawn and be like, "I think I need a little bit of a break. Get some of my spell juice back." And I guess they'll be like, they'll probably strike while we're resting. But if they do, I want my spell slots or whatever. So I might make like a short rest camp and like keep a really close ear out for whatever that is. And hopefully, if I've identified the more perceptive party members to it, they'll be able to make it out. I don't think I'm gonna have much of a chance of that, but
Do we want to rest in the acid tube?
yeah.
Okay.
Ugna just like sits down in the corridor.
Yeah. Do
Way up against the wall.
Yep.
Fetid is like totally at home here. This is just like normal tunnels.
Great.
They're bigger than you're used to, but it's still
Yeah.
just underground. And Copernicus keeps like, even when he's talking directly to you, he keeps vanishing because he's like entirely cloaked with the shadows and then like the pass without trace, and he just keeps kind of like fading in and out. So every once in a while, you think he's at one place and he's actually suddenly talking from behind you because he's just a shadow leans out of the wall.
not creepy at all.
Yep. And otherwise, the three of you are all sort of like curled up in this tiny bit of light from Morgan's phone, Morgan's sending stone, all in here. As you're sort of starting to make camp, Copernicus, you're pretty sure you hear another scrape. Again, up the corridor, back the way you came.
Another sound back that way. I will like kind of stretch and like look around at the darkness or whatever. Try to be nonchalant about it.
I
see if can get a
will
glimpse of it.
minor illusion, so that Perny can kind of take some cover to rest in, and I will minor illusion a Perny kind of pacing around.
Oh, Fetid.
Make a-
I'm pretty
make a
stealthy.
decoy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I could
wanna-
sneak up there and see what I see.
Or do you want to like send a bug or something?
Yeah, I could do something like that.
you gonna bug
Yeah,
the
you can-
place?
You could cast
Yeah.
your beast senses on one of your swarm creatures and
Yeah,
send
let's do that.
Oh no. K2 says it's an eye stone.
Ah.
Morgan's phone.
Oh no!
Yes.
it. Yeah, what's it up? What's it up to? Ice stone. What are we up to now? Like 12?
It's early. This is
14,
beta, isn't it?
15.
I thought this was beta. So
Oh, this is
the
like
OG
an ice stone
Ice Stone.
5. Yeah.
Mm.
That said, like, I feel like we're more Android folks. Ice Stone fits just because it'd be a lot easier for Prinny to use.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
yeah.
have one of those.
Yeah.
Like, I have a BlackBerry that's like half broken.
Cool.
It's
yeah,
shaped like an
inside-
actual
like in your
BlackBerry.
stomach. Like you just pull
Yeah,
it out.
you like
whenever you
gnawed
need
on it a little bit.
It's slowly
Actually a good
dissolving
berry,
in your
but-
stomach, yes.
Yeah.
It's a good berry.
Your body rejects the good berry.
What is this? Regular human nutrition?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
the
you,
only
you,
person
you
in
pull
history
out-
to ever pickle a good berry.
So you pull out some kind of like large beetle and cast beast senses on it and send it flying back up the corridor. And so it goes up a ways and I'm going to give you a chance to roll another perception check because your 19 wasn't good enough for this. Oops, did I just accidentally close the tab I needed? No, there it is. So what do you got for perception?
It's my... Who are we waiting on? Is it me?
You, yeah, because
Yeah,
you're the only one using the bug.
Yeah, 15 plus 7 is 22.
Okay. Your beetle goes flying back up the corridor a number of turns back towards where you came. You came from. You're starting to get closer to the chamber that you came down than where you are. And your beetle, you sort of like suddenly get like a bit of vibration in your antennae.
Mhm.
And you realize something behind you and you kind of stop and turn back and you almost missed this huge hulking shape in the shadows that is like merged with the darkness
Oh boy.
that is like moving slowly and you now hear the scrape of what seem to be like massive hooves as this shape moves down the corridor. It looks sort of like a minotaur like creature.
Great. Okay.
It is,
Hmm.
yeah, it's like 9 feet tall. Like it's hunched in this large corridor, but it has big horns, and you can see now within the shadow glowing red sparks of eyes.
Oh boy.
Uh,
Okay.
And it's got huge hulking shoulders as it crouches and moves quietly, deliberately, creeping down, but relatively swiftly down the corridor after you guys.
Okay, we are being stalked by a minotaur.
And it's kind of
Oh.
snuffling. You hear it like snuffling in the dark, like it's following a scent.
Minotaurs aren't so bad. Fought one of those before. Nice guy.
Maybe it'll be fine.
I'm just gonna get my hammer out just in case, though.
Yeah, that's probably wise.
Ernie's
So you're
checking
jumping
quick
back to
charge and is
yourself to
back the
tell them?
keeper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready a weapon.
So what do you want to do? You have some time before it gets to where you are. Not enough for a short rest, but enough to like make some plans.
I am going to climb up to the roof to set up an ambush.
Yeah, I
Like,
should probably
walk
get
up.
somewhere high.
Yeah, no one expects ceiling orcs.
I'll stay camped in a really obvious spot as bait, and
Well, there's an illusion of you in an obvious
Yeah,
spot,
wandering around.
right?
Yeah.
There's a minor illusion that has been created of like Copernicus sitting there with like maybe a cheery little fire or something. Just do. I'm
if
just
it's
here.
scent tracking, do we think the minor illusion is?
Oh,
gonna
that's true.
hold up?
Does it
I mean,
see with
it'll
eyes?
buy us time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll hide somewhere nearby to it, but hopefully.
Why
it
don't you
holds
just
focus
put
for a little
like,
bit.
take your socks off. Put your socks over there.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's a great idea. I'll take
Put
this.
something
Yeah.
with your scent, like right where the illusion is.
Yeah, I'll do that, and then I will hide. Yeah, and then Bernie has no particular plan for how he's going to contribute to this combat, other than
Don't die.
cantrips.
You
but
still
we can.
you have a number of cantrip and blood magic
Yeah.
options. So
We've all got Death Ward, though, which is nice.
True.
Yep.
Oh no, I think just me and
Mm.
just me and Morgan. Actually, you know what? Bernie's gonna tank. Bernie never gets to tank. He's gonna dodge action every turn and just try to be the biggest nuisance possible. Bernie's gonna wrestle a Minotaur.
Good.
Let's do it.
okay.
Let's send Grandpa to this thing.
Okay, what I will do is, Fetid, if there's time, I want to grease myself up with your alchemy jug.
All right, let's do it.
Perfect.
Olive oil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Copernicus is gonna like strip to the waist and like
Put his clothes over them on the illusion. He's just. I'm sorry.
Naked, but
He's
for
literally just Danny DeVito
Oh, God.
in hand sanitizer.
Oh no.
He's shaved his head to leave his extra scent on the illusion. And he's just
Jasmine is watching It's Always Sunny in the other room right now.
yeah.
Good.
Perfect.
Yeah.
so as the
greased up
thing
Danny DeVito.
approaches, your various quite decent perception rolls, as it gets closer and closer, you start to all hear the scraping of its hoof-like feet that obviously can't do perfect padding.
Tiptoe.
There is a magic on it akin to Pass Without Trace as it comes down in the shadows, which is why it had such a high number to overcome. But you guys rolled 19s and a natural 20,
Yep.
so and eventually it comes around the corner, slowing as it does so because it clearly hears or smells something that lets it know that there's somebody there, whether it's the light from the illusion or the your scent. But it slows and pauses, and then it comes around the corner, leaning down around the corner, this huge hulking shape. And Copernicus, I would like an Arcana check from you. As soon as you
Morgan
lay eyes on this.
Morgan is furiously tapping at her sending stone. And it's just like, what if this is just the least stealthy Minotaur, you guys?
That's a 20 for Copernicus.
What if it's just a guy? It's just a guy.
No, what if
guy.
it is the worst
Like,
stealther
there's-
in a huge party?
Party.
Yeah.
Mm,
It is not a Minotaur,
okay.
Copernicus. It is a demon. It is a large fiend.
That's what I thought.
It is in fact a greater demon. It's some form or related form to a Glabrazu. which is a type of minotaur-like demon, but it has 4 arms. Its large, heavy shoulders at the top are attached to big insectoid pincer-like arms, and then it has more normal-sized, proportionate arms below that, in which it is holding bladed weapons.
Is he hot though?
I mean, it's all muscular, semi-reptilian
ask.
skin and spikes. There are spikes all over its shoulders and torso. Its huge bull-like horns and bovine face
So
with
that's a
flashing
monster
red
fucker,
eyes.
yes, but a normie, no.
Yeah. Good.
Yes.
Hey, does he have a face like Sephiroth, but like on a minute?
Yeah, kind of.
I was sad. I was like,
Um,
another satyr? Oh, never mind.
and as soon as it sees you,
Now he's got the ungulate up top.
as soon as it sees you, it dispels the illusion. The minor illusion. It just
Demons have
glances at the
magic.
minor illusion, immediately
No.
knows what it is, and just like it snuffs it out.
All right. Bernie steps out, cracking his knuckles.
Does it dispel the illusion, or does it just know that the illusion is
No,
there?
it does a dispel magic on the illusion, which
Listen,
disappears.
buddy, we can do this the
Cool.
easy way or the hard
If
way.
I-
It starts like limbering.
if I could add some flavor as the illusion starts to disappear, like the pseudo Purdy just turns and goes, "Ooh!"
Ooh, you've spotted my ruse.
Yeah,
Um,
just big anime eyelashes go.
Mhm.
Yep.
and it is also, by the way, going to dispel the pass without trace.
Ooh,
That's rude.
Guy's got some magics.
And then it howls this just unearthly snarling echo, like in the quiet of the Underdark.
Cool.
Just assaults your senses, and it barrels down the tunnel towards you.
Well,
Can I-
I
That's an
guess we
initiative
know it's
roll.
not friendly.
I'm gonna use my new
Initiative.
wand.
12.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I
Wow.
don't roll advantage on my initiative. That's
Yeah,
Maybe.
that's not how that works.
Maybe you could.
So Ugna's got a 12.
I got a nat 20.
Ooh.
Nice. So that's a 25.
Yep.
When I only rolled 2 dice for my initiative because I guess a lack of humbleness. I got a 13 and a 1. I was like, why am I rolling 2 dice? So I rolled the not 1 and rolled another 1 for my initiative.
So your initiative is a 1 plus what?
I think 4. Yeah, so 5
So
altogether.
5. Copernicus?
It's
Morgan's
17.
too busy considering it. Is he kind of though? Maybe.
Sorry, what was that, Copernicus?
17.
17. Okay, well, that's
Good.
pretty good.
Yeah.
You guys basically rolled either really good or trash.
Yes.
Very
Heroes.
interesting.
Easter egg.
Correct.
I also have rolled trash.
Welcome to the club.
Me and the demonic minotaur are like.
Maybe.
Okay. So the first thing that's going to happen is, as this thing is like put its head down and is charging at you and bellowing with flames licking out from its eyes and jaws, is that Fetid gets to go first because he gets to go before frickin'
Hey.
everybody.
All right. What kind of save does it have to make if I want to web it?
Ooh.
I believe it's a deck save.
All right, yeah, that is probably worth trying. If it was strength, I wasn't gonna bother because this guy
Well,
looks
strength
strong,
is what it uses to break out.
Oh, all right. Well,
One
I'm still
scrap.
going to give it a shot. I will attempt to web the big boy.
Yeah, it's a deck save to avoid, and then strength
Right.
to break free.
Okay.
Okay. So roll your wait, is it an attack roll?
I don't
No, it just
think
affects the
so.
area. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're putting the webbing between you and it, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will roll its saving throw. Maybe I should roll a die that I can more easily see. This
Maybe.
dice is terrible. It's like a speckled die, so you can't read it. That's
Isn't
right.
that like speckly blue
Okay?
one? That one sucks.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
I have rolled an 18 on the die. I think that's probably going to do it. Just looking for his bonus. +2. So that's a dirty 20. Will succeed. So as the webs appear around it, it just like shreds and ducks and dodges its way through them.
Ah, well.
And these webs, of course, they spew from all of the insect swarm. Next up is Copernicus.
Okay. Do I have the sense that this thing is like charging for me?
You couldn't really say because you're all kind of like it's a 10-foot wide corridor and it's just charging towards you, right?
We're the demon
We're
tolls.
Scooby
It tolls for
Doo.
thee.
We're all
Yep.
Scooby Doo peeking around the corner, one pop, 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 and on top of the other. Pretty
I'm gonna
obviously on the bottom.
I'm
I'm gonna
the
hanging
bottom
from
for
the
sure.
ceiling because I was trying to ambush it, but it saw us all. Because it was like, look, magic.
I
Yes.
think Perny's gonna saunter forward and assume like a low wrestling stance, like he's ready to catch this thing and then take the dodge action. But try to like keep its attention or whatever. I don't know if any kind of like intimidate or performance or deception check would be required to like really get its attention, but I'm certainly happy to do that.
You're just trying to get his attention. You're
Yeah.
certainly not going to intimidate him.
I don't think so. I've got a decent performance deception and a good persuasion.
Yeah, make me a roll for just sort of like attracting his attention, just a performance check.
Okay.
To be like, I'm the one you want.
Ooh, 21.
Sure. I'm not even going to roll for him because he doesn't care.
He just
he's
needs
like,
a target.
Sure, you're a good target. Ugna, you're up.
Cool.
Aye, this is my chance to hit
sorry.
this dude.
Was that it, Peter? Because that doesn't really take an action.
Yeah,
I'm taking the dodge action so that when he hits me, I
Gotcha.
have a fighting chance.
when he hits you.
Yeah.
Yep. Ugna, you're up.
So I'm hanging from the ceiling, waiting. I was waiting for this guy to come charging my way, but now I will simply have to charge his way. And since he's 9 feet tall and I'm hanging from a 10-foot tall ceiling, I'm just gonna golf ball hit wind up like
Right.
I'm golfing and hit him in the head.
You're both big enough. You fill most of this corridor, so you're just like
Yeah.
he's running towards you
Yeah.
like this, and you're running towards him like this, and you're just
We're
like
just gonna-
you're basically like just gonna fight. It's exactly like you were fighting this way, except you're
But
just
except upside down. Yeah. Excellent.
Sounds good to me.
Let's play polo with this dude's head. That is an 18.
That will just hit.
Ooh, this dude's tough.
Yep.
Okay. And I'm going to put my point onto that. Of course I am. Seven and 5 is 13 plus 8.
Sorry,
22.
21 damage.
21, yeah.
22 damage.
13 plus 8, 22.
22.
Yeah.
No, 21.
21, okay.
I
can
he
math.
takes half damage because he
Ooh.
has resistance against non-magical damage.
Uh-huh. I need to get myself
so
a
that
magic
means
weapon at some point.
He will take 11 damage. for
Mhm.
that
You
attack.
have one.
You have a second. Ugna has used a magic weapon before when we had a fight because of Copernicus having a +1 dagger
I see.
to share. Currently, the magic weapons in the party are Copernicus's ritual dagger and Fetid's magic throwing dagger.
Does a 24 hit?
24 will hit. If an 18 hits, a 24 will hit.
Yeah, that's true. All right, second burst, same as the first. 6 and 7. So 20 damage on that one.
Okay, takes another 10.
Yep. And should I... Yeah, you know what? Let's action surge this. I don't want this guy to get Bernie.
Well, you still haven't used your bonus action either.
No, that's true. Let's bonus action.
You can grapple. I'm assuming you're two-handing your hammer.
I
is
am.
that correct?
Yeah.
So you can't hit with a second
No,
offhand attack.
another weapon.
But there are
But I
other
could
things you
grapple
can do
him.
with a bonus action. Yeah.
Just
you
hit him
I
over
believe
the
it's
head and
just-
then, like, grapple him with the hammer.
Yeah, I believe you can grapple after a hit as a bonus action.
Yeah. I'm going to flip down from
And-
the
and your
ceiling
grapple
onto
does
his
damage.
shoulders, much like Morgan was riding me earlier, but with a much more deadly intent. And just, like, wrap my hammer around his neck.
Nice. So you basically hit him, and then part is the action is you're grabbing the other side of the hammer and like, choking him with it. And going
Yep.
for the grapple. Okay, go for the grapple.
Strength.
That's the normal attack roll, but
Woof.
you can use your
16?
grappling instead of your attack.
16 plus
16?
11
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
I was going to say 16 total.
is not
That's a
enough.
terrible roll for you. No, 16 plus 11 will do it. 17
That'll
is
do it.
definitely sufficient.
No, not 27.
So you have, that's what I meant, 27.
Yeah.
So you have, you've got a hold of him. You can do immediate grapple damage because you have
Let's do
that
it.
brawler.
Yep.
So it's a D4
1d4.
plus your damage bonus.
My damage bonus is just my strength, correct?
Or sorry, no, just plus a D4. Just a
Yeah.
D4.
So
Because
3,
It's not. It's like an
which I'm
extra
sure will be like
action.
1 because he gets resistance.
It's better than nothing.
It's not nothing.
Not nothing. And you've got him grappled now.
Yeah.
Which means you have advantage on your next attack.
Yep.
Next up is Morgan.
All right, I'm gonna test out my new wand. So that is a regular, degular attack. Spell
I will
attack.
point out that he is in grapple with Ugna now.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
So you can do
true.
this. There's just a
But then we will be
significant chance that you
stuck.
will hit Ugna.
Ugna!
Sorry.
She'll stuff the wand back into her purse.
Ugna does not think before she fights. Or ever.
Let me see. I used up my big stuff. I don't know how big to go though either. I'll just do a little sparky bolt. We'll see
Nice.
how that works.
Spark bolt, basically firebolt.
Yeah.
Lightning.
That is only a 13, unfortunately, unless he's got a disadvantage for being in the grapple.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Not until Ugna does something else with him.
Yeah.
So I'm going to randomize.
I also don't expect to grapple him long because, like, he's probably very strong.
He is.
Mm.
This does not hurt him because you didn't
no.
break his armor class, but there is a chance that it hits Ugna instead. So I'm going to randomize whether that happens.
Cool.
Does not. So it hits him, but it basically bounces off his thick, spiky armored hide.
Nice.
And he's up next.
Can I get a wild magic pull?
Oh, you want a wild magic on that?
I want a wild magic on that.
Let's see how crazy things can
Got
get.
it.
We're just in a corridor. Nothing bad could happen.
No, nothing.
So the random wild magic roll didn't cause a wild magic.
Okay.
But if you want to do one of the things that you can do for a wild magic surge, we could talk. So for example, Tides of Chaos, you could re-roll your attack.
I think I'll save that for a stronger attack.
Okay.
Yeah, I will. I guess I can't lightning bolt. Chaos bolt doesn't make sense. Thunder wave doesn't make sense. Unfortunately, all of my stuff is either big or
You want
large.
to just Do you want to just do a wild magic surge for some luck?
Yeah.
All right, you got it. I'm rolling. Percentage dice. Da, 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 da. There is a splooshing noise, and 4 flumps appear out of nowhere around you, and they all immediately panic and flail and try to flee away from you. So there
All right,
are a bunch
guys.
of wet flumps going like and trying to like variously crawl and flump their way away from you.
They're like, you're in the middle of something. I'm just gonna let myself out the back.
And I will give you advantage on your next action, next round. Okay, demon time.
Yep.
So the demon is presented with a basically in front of the demon. There's this little old man going like, "Hey, I move real good. I'm all dodgy. Don't you mess with me." Also, there is a giant orc on its back with like a hammer handle pressed into its throat.
We didn't think this through.
Luckily, it can attack everybody.
Hey, I don't like
So-
that.
It has 4 attacks. It is going to who to use which thing upon. I think I'm going to have it use a confusion spell. God damn. Sorry, trying to search fusion because of the stupid edge settings. I'm pretty sure this is an area effect. Yes. So everybody is getting hit with confusion.
Oh boy.
This requires a saving throw. Advantage on that saving throw for wild
Hey.
magic luck.
Hey,
Just
hey,
for,
aren't I immune
Morgan.
to some of this shit?
Oh, wow.
I'm the only one that's allowed to
Wisdom.
confuse me, okay?
Wisdom?
Wisdom saving
Wisdom?
throw.
Oh, I'm great at those. That's great. That's an 8.
I'm
That'll be a
immune.
fail.
It's my second
To
nat
sleep.
20 of the night.
Nice.
I'm immune
Woo!
to save
You're not even a
versus
little
charm
confused.
and sleep.
You
that's
are sorry. Double checking. Yeah, there's no. You're affected by confusion.
All right. Well,
Worth checking.
So
So
what's
Morgan is rolling with advantage. It's a wisdom save. Copernicus, what do you got?
23.
You are
I'm
fine.
having a hot shit super streak night of rolls.
I
Hot
got
shit, super
a 21.
Good. So only
That'll do.
Ugna is affected.
Great.
Ugna.
Yep.
While you are affected, you cannot take reactions,
Okay.
and you must roll a d10 at the start of each turn to determine your behavior for that turn.
Oh, boy.
Awesome.
On a 1, you just move in a random direction, and that's all you do. On a 2 to a 6, you just stand there confused and stare into space.
Yep.
On a 7
Hang
or
on.
8, you attack a random person within your reach.
Great.
Yep.
And on a 9 or a 10, you can act normally. You get another save on each of your turns to try and end the effect. So that's what's
So it was
going on for now.
1 through 3, 4, 5,
But don't
6.
worry about it. I've got the chart open.
Cool.
I'll-
I was gonna write it down, but
You know,
yeah.
you don't need to write it down.
Cool.
I was just letting you know for your information. That is one of the things that it does with its turn. Another is that it grabs you with its mighty pincers. That is a 25 to hit.
Ooh, that's definitely more than my
assume-
AC.
That will hit.
Perny, would you like to be bald? I made the suggestion that you were bald for this encounter. That you shaved your head, but if you don't want to be bald, I can add hair to this picture.
I think Perny would not shave his little bits of hair he has left. I think
Okay.
he'd hang on to his little bits.
You don't grow hair anymore. You're dead.
Oh, no, he's got to be really
It
careful about
does.
brushing.
Yeah.
That's why he uses the Aquanet, you guys.
Yes.
18 damage,
Ooh.
and you are grappled.
Yep.
And it is using the other big pincher claw on Copernicus.
Yay!
Perny should have told us that he had
I'm giving him disadvantage because you are dodging.
Yeah.
death become himself.
Does 14 hit you? That's
I
my
think
low
that is
roll.
exactly my AC, unfortunately. So I think
Oh.
yes.
That was my low roll. Your AC, yeah, your AC is 14. So close.
And I think that's all mage armor.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a 5 on the die, but he's got a +9.
Oh,
Um,
shit.
boy.
All
but
right. Grease may
so
not
he-
be enough to keep me safe.
So you go
in
like,
this fight.
hey, you can't get me, I'm all dodgy. And then it's like,
Snap.
the massive pincher closes on you. You take 16 damage, and you are grappled. So basically what you see is this huge bellowing creature, having been grappled and attacked by Ugna, grabs Ugna with one of those massive pincers, grabs Copernicus with the other, and the two normal-sized arms that are holding the axe do a bunch of gestures and cast the confusion spell. And that is its turn.
Well.
That's gross.
Well.
Yeah, it's quite gross. It is not using any components with its spell casting. So these are obviously innate spell abilities to those of you with high arcana checks and know that kind of shit. Which takes us back up to the top, and it is fetid.
All right. It's time to mark this guy and start trying to shoot him with arrows.
I will let you. You never used your bonus action last round, so you could
that's
mark him
true.
that round.
All right, yeah.
And then you could. That means you have the ability to use your bonus action this round to charge up your weapon.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
And use your gift of the trash dragon.
Yep. All right, so let's do the trash dragon first.
Because I'm pretty sure you didn't do the trash dragon during the
snake fight. No, I didn't.
snake fight because you didn't get a chance to do the double bonus action. Because you
Yeah.
can only do it once per long rest, and
Right.
you haven't rested. But I don't think you've used it yet.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's do that now. You're gonna have to remind me how that works because I'm not
So
sure
you
I've actually used
Akalugi,
it right yet. Yeah.
Akalugi on it, and it adds a D6 poison damage to all of your attacks
Right.
for a
Yeah.
full minute without any
right,
concentration.
All right.
Now, who knows if this thing is affected by poison, but it doesn't hurt to try.
All right. Whoa. First one is definitely gonna miss. That is a 13.
That will not do it. So you got to break 17.
Number 2. 11. That is a 19.
19 will hit, but also you have advantage because he's
all right.
he's all up
Well,
in
then-
melee, and because you have the fighting style for
Right,
close
Oh yeah.
close range, you get a
Okay.
bonus instead of a penalty for shooting into melee.
Cool. In that case, that's just my first arrow then. So 1d6 plus 5 plus another d6 of poison.
Nope. Your hunter's mark is on there too.
Oh,
So
yeah.
2d6 plus 5 plus another d6 poison.
One.
And I will reveal at this point that the poison doesn't affect it, so don't worry about rolling that
Okay.
one.
That is 11 damage.
But you
then.
didn't know, so
Nope. Now I
It
do.
was
it
worth
seems
trying.
to be immune to being poisoned.
Okay. So that's 11 damage from the first arrow.
Okay.
Arrow number
And
2.
oh shit, I do need to keep track of your hunter's mark because that's magic.
Okay.
Right.
Because it takes. Oh no, your bow is magic though. That's right. And I think we keep forgetting. Isn't your bow like a +1 as well? I think you might have to be adding another. No, it isn't.
Yeah.
+1.
It might be a +9 attack
No,
bonus
it's
now.
still +5. It's still
Okay.
+8 +5. But
Okay.
it's magic damage because it is a
Okay.
magic bow. So we don't
Okay.
have to worry about cutting it in half.
All right.
So what did you do on that first attack?
11.
Okay, so that's full damage. And then the second arrow?
The second arrow will also hit. I rolled a 14 both times, plus 8, so 22. Another 2d6 plus 5.
You also check
All
the
That is 16 more damage.
Nice.
Woo.
Almost maxed
The-
that one.
community Discord. There are 2 new images, one in the SFW and one in the NSFW.
Oh my.
Ooh.
We're looking
Once
at here.
again, I will remind the audience that if you want to jump into the Discord, that's where you get to see all this fun stuff.
Oh my.
Oh, I see we have just gained a new follower here, Mets. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Well.
Nice.
You're welcome, world. You're welcome.
That is some perny butt. For
That's
those who
not
have
what I
not yet
expected to
joined the
see today.
Discord, I don't know if this is a thing that will encourage you to join or will do the opposite, but there is some perny butt in the Discord now. If you're
There's a little
into
bit more
that
than
sort of
perny
thing.
butt.
It's your
In the
option.
un- In the NSFW, there's a little bit more.
Oh yes.
You want to see me opening my crease?
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah. I'll leave it to the community to do the Minotaur's POV.
So that's some significant damage. Arrows thud into this thing's chest, and it howls in anger and pain since it's taking magical damage. It does not like it. Copernicus, you have been
Hey.
grappled. It sucks.
That's not great.
All right. So in 5th edition, remind me what I can do from within a grapple.
Anything except move.
Okay.
So unless he starts using his grappled state on you to do other things to you, it doesn't stop you from fighting back. You can cast your spells, you can attack. If he were to move up from grapple to restrained, you might not be able to do certain spells because you wouldn't be able to move properly. But this is just a grapple. He's just got a hold of you. So you can do anything you like other than move away from him, unless you spend an action to try and break out of the grapple.
Gotcha. And does anyone need my magic dagger to be able to do magic damage?
Maybe, but I'm confused, so I will not be a good person to give it to.
Not the best person to hand a knife to.
No. Given
Okay.
there's a chance, I might just attack you with it.
Got it. Okay. I'm gonna try to.
Ugna, here.
No. Stab.
No, don't stab me with it.
Okay, so then where's my boo? No, they're listed somewhere else. Hold on a second. There we go. Okay, I think I'm gonna do an agonizing chill touch on it.
Ooh.
Good.
Yeah. But I'll do a distracting intrusion first.
Sure. I will make the saving throw against the distracting intrusion.
And I think we can all agree that Perny is being plenty distracting as he wriggles around in the arms of this giant.
So just to note that against a spell or spell-like ability like distracting intrusion, this thing has advantage on all saving throws. So he has in fact made that saving throw.
Dang.
Since one of my rolls was a 19.
Right.
All right. Agonizing chill touch.
Go for it. Agonizing. So you just need to make your attack roll.
3 on the die makes an 11.
That
Don't
ain't
think
gonna
that's
do
gonna
it. It
That
is
still
too
takes me
tough.
ouchies.
It is too tough. You do in fact take the 5 damage for making the agonizing, but it doesn't do anything.
Okay. I think that's my turn.
Yes, that is indeed your turn.
Would I know if the confusion is a saving throw or not?
So whether you know or not, when someone fails a saving throw, you can use your tricks. But for right now, that another saving throw has not been made. Although, wait a second, isn't that like, are you thinking silvery barbs? Because that's when someone makes a saving throw.
I was wondering if what sort of action guidance might be.
Guidance takes an action.
Okay.
Does guidance affect saving throws? I thought it was just skill checks.
I haven't tried to use it for skill checks.
I think there's a separate way. Yeah, it's just
Okay.
skill checks.
Okay.
Well, it says ability checks. Does that include saving throws? Ability checks.
I don't mind. What I was thinking. Oh, is it close to my turn yet again?
So
pretty
no,
low on,
that wouldn't affect saving throws.
Okay.
But right now it's Ugna's turn.
I am going to roll a d10,
Yep,
and then
see
you'll
what
tell
you
me
can
what
do.
I do.
Yep.
How about a
Tell me what you
5?
got. You got a 5. You can do nothing. So you
Nothing.
stand and drool on yourself and go, I'm so confused.
No, I drool on his arm because he's like got me all grappled now.
Yep.
I don't know if I would even recognize that that's what's going on.
No,
You could make and actually I'll allow both of you.
it's tough to tell the difference.
You and Copernicus can both make rolls, Arcana checks, to recognize the effects of a confusion spell,
Confusion.
because that is a spell that is in the spell avail lists for both of your character class types.
That's a 17. May I roll with advantage
That's
because I
pretty
know
good.
what kind of demon this is?
You don't need to. You definitely recognize a confusion spell when you see one.
14.
What was that?
14 for me.
You do not recognize
Yeah.
the effects. You just know that something's weird is up with Ugna. Ugna
Yeah.
seems
I
to be
mean,
losing it.
whatever.
Could be a fear thing. Speaking of fear, the flumps are fleeing down the corridor away from you. They are very frightened of you. Specifically you. They don't seem to be worried about the demon. They're just
Oh.
scared of you.
I'll
Morgan.
call out the
oh, sorry?
confusion thing so everyone knows, by the way. Just so that it's
Hey, sure, yeah, you can tell everyone else. What do you say?
I was just I believe Ugna has been affected by a confusion spell, so just be careful. She's gonna be a little erratic until things settle.
Okay.
I like that calm little statement while
Yeah.
you're sort of like being waved around in the air like a rag doll by this grappling demon.
Fine. Fine.
Oh. So everyone, just be a jet. It's gonna be a tough day for Ugna, so we're all just gonna. Oh shit!
You're in grapple, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Morgan's gonna come in for a group hug. But she can only grab one person for a thunder step. So she's gonna give Ugna a little smooch on an elbow or whatever she can reach and be like, "Sorry, babe," and she's gonna kind of be hugging
100%.
onto a very slippery
Old
Yep.
man.
and mostly naked Copernicus.
You grab this old naked Copernicus.
And
100%.
I'm gonna careful spell Ugna out of my thunder step.
Nice.
And I believe that means she'll still get damage, but less. Let me double check.
Yeah.
And I would
Definitely
like to
take the
roll to see-
guy with an AC of 14 and like half of my hit points away from the situation first.
And I would like to suggest a roll to see
Yeah.
where Copernicus ends up because he's slippery. And
Oh, yeah,
maybe
you'll
I'll drop
teleport
him
somewhere.
halfway.
When
It's not teleporting, it's a jump. Isn't it?
No, it's a teleport. But when you
is it?
complete
Yeah.
the teleport, he's gonna like squirt out of your arms, and who knows where
Like
he
a
goes.
bar of soap.
Yeah. Like a bar of
Yeah.
soap.
Exactly, like a little wrinkly old bar of soap.
Morgan will go to prestidigitation the gunk off of her and then
Oh, yeah.
realize she has to save her reaction. Her
Oh.
opponent she'll be like, ugh.
So roll me your 3d10 damage.
Hold on,
Or
let
are
me
you
get
casting
my...
it higher? 'Cause you
I
could
will
cast
cast
it at
it
412.
higher. Yeah, I'll
All
cast
right,
it.
then 4d10 damage.
Let me just put
Ooh.
my quest 3. It was just covering up my dice. Let me just put that out of the way. Let me see here. That's a 12. I wish. Sorry, I should have had my dice ready. I'm a bad boy. That's 10. 2, 6, 3. So 4d10, sorry?
Yeah,
For
4d10.
Okay. Oh, a 1. Okay.
So what was the total?
2, 6, 3, 1.
and 1. Oh,
Yeah.
that's terrible. Okay.
I know.
Nope.
That's 11.
Nope.
Or no, wait, 12. 12 damage.
I can't use anything to reroll my dice. My damage
damage
dice,
roll?
anyways. Yeah.
I would be willing to do some
Would a
bargaining.
wild surge?
Let me have a look here. Wild surge for luck. I'm gonna say I will roll twice in the wild surge and give you the worst roll, and I will let you completely
Interesting.
reroll your damage.
Very
I'll let
interesting.
you reroll your damage and take the better of the 2 sets of damage, so you can't get less than you just did.
I'll take it.
All right, so go ahead and reroll your damage. Reroll your damage.
Let me see.
In fact, let's shadow run this up. Reroll the 3 dice that were lower than 6.
Hell yes.
Keep the 6 and reroll the other 3.
Okay. All right. Take out 3 separate dice this time. Whoa! 2 10s and a 2.
Worth it.
Yeah.
So 28. You jumped from 12 to 28 damage. Now let's see what the Piper has to be paid.
Mom, send me good mojo.
Percentile
Send me good mojo, Mom. She's casting her witchy spells on me now.
Good.
Also, look at this drawing of an old man's butt.
That's the thing that we're doing tonight. That's just part of the game.
Yep. Essential, really.
I don't know how my mom is just like constantly waiting
Alright.
for me to be a pain in the ass. But like, so I don't get a lot of cackles out of her. She's like, "Okay, I'm ready for your jokes now." but getting it,
Nice.
it's like so. It's like peak. It's like a gold star for me. Is getting
Like,
a little.
mwah.
Okay. I need to check your character sheet really quick to know
Oh no.
what this effect.
That's always
will be.
good. That's a fun thing to hear.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to that twice. You. How long does this last?
I barely got my hair back. Dummy.
Oh my god. Okay, so this is permanent.
Oh shit.
What?
You're 18 now.
Oh come on.
What?
Oh no.
Your age shifts downwards by 10 years. You were 28,
no.
now you're 18.
Oh boy.
I was enjoying being a middle-aged satyr.
I mean, I might be willing to shift it the other way
No, I'm good.
and be 38.
38, a completely reasonable age.
So Morgan,
I know for a fact that some of the consideration for this was that I'm in a sex cult. I mean, social club.
yeah,
Yep.
and now
Yep.
you're a teenager.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, it's still legal.
Yeah.
Some
That's
of
the
the
worst
members of the
part.
cult will say about you.
So yeah, some of the members of the cult will be like,
Well, the
Hey.
best part is your mind doesn't change. You're just
"Oh,
physically
thank God."
18.
Oh god.
So
To actually be 18 again would
I
be
mean,
just hell.
there
That
might be some minor.
Ugh.
Can you imagine
You'll
how
still
much?
have like the hormones of an 18-year-old, so there'll be a little bit of. But like you don't forget things you know or anything like that. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be even worse because now you're gonna be like when like a creepy
Anyone who likes me is a red flag from
35-year-old,
this
you're gonna
point
be like
on.
Basically.
mm.
So that romance plot we
Anyone
had
I
going,
hit on
that's
Yeah, anyone I
it.
hit on has to be like really concerned at first, and then I have to be like, check my ID. Like, I was cursed with being young and beautiful forever.
I have made the change on your character sheet.
Oh my god.
Okay, that was 28 damage though.
Oof.
Yeah. So Zorch,
That's a thing.
or whatever. What was the actual spell that you cast on him? Oh, the Thunderstep, right.
Yeah.
So 28 damage, Alina, you automatically make your saving throw, but that still means you take 14 damage.
That's fine. I can do that.
Yep. But now you are sitting there no longer grappled.
But
Or sorry, no, you're still grappled.
I'm still
You
grappled.
took Copernicus with you, so yes.
Yeah.
You're still grappled, but
Is it
Copernicus
I
a
am
now...
concentrations? I
Hanking
guess
for
it's
a
not
bit.
concentration.
No, this is an instant. Like you cast the spell and bam.
No.
it happens.
No. The confusion is what I was considering.
That's a
Asking if
good
it's
point. It
concentration.
is a concentration based effect. How much
Hmm.
damage? I'll make his concentration check. I believe it's based on a target of half the damage. Where are you? Concentration. Right. Taking damage. Constitution saving throw DC of 10 or half the damage, which would be 14. So he's got to make a DC 14 Constitution save. He's pretty good at this. Let's see how he does. Let's roll that with it's not being coughed. It's not a great roll. I rolled a 7 on the die, but he's got a +9. So yes, he makes it.
Dang. Dang.
He does not lose concentration on this spell. Morgan, you're done. He's up next. No longer
Oh, no.
are you within his reach.
Oh,
Neither
no.
is Copernicus.
This is
Neither
gonna
is
hurt.
Fetid.
Time to do
He
some
only
tanking.
he only has Ugna in his
Oh, boy.
reach. And you are grappled, so he gets advantage to attack you. He is, however, not happy about those arrows. So he's going to use one of his one-a-day spells and do Power Word Stun on Fetid.
Oh, great.
No.
Make a...
No.
Oh, there's no saving throw.
Oh,
Oh, even
no.
better.
Can I note
if
this?
the target...
Can I silvery barbs this?
There's no roll, so no, you can't.
Oh!
He just
You
barks
could
out a
count-
word.
If you can counterspell, you could counterspell it. I don't think you have that. He barks out some kind of word of power, like, and up to now he's been making like animal noises. So just suddenly he opens his mouth and speaks a word of abyssal that just
Ooh.
hurts to hear it. And a creature that he chooses that has less than 150 hit points, and I think that is true.
Which is all of
Fetid,
us.
Yeah.
That's all of us.
takes or is stunned. You make a
Ow.
Constitution save at the end of each of your turns to try and end the stun.
Okay.
So while stunned, you are incapacitated. You can't do anything.
Right.
Actually, that's not
Two
even
fighters
true. You
down.
can still do stuff. No, you can still do stuff. Stunned is you can't move. You can't speak very well, so you can't use spells that require speech. You automatically fail any strength or dex saving throws you are required to make, and attack rolls against you have advantage. That's it. So there's nothing to stop you from doing attacks of your own while under the effect
Just
of
don't
being
get close enough
stunned.
for him to grab you.
Yeah.
But he does that, and then he uses his various claws on Ugna with advantage.
Just gonna start adding up some hit points here.
So the no
Both attacks will
reaction?
hit. What do you want to do with your reaction?
There's no reaction with stun? Sorry?
While stunned, you can use your reaction, yes.
Okay.
Stunned is actually like all of the conditions in 5e are not as good as they sound. You're like, aha, I got a grapple on this guy. It has no
Yeah.
impact. You just get
Yeah.
advantage.
Unless you have
You
the
know.
techniques to start doing damage.
Yep. Right. So the damage, where's my guy?
Eee.
Too many tabs open.
For
Oops, I think I
bend
accidentally.
luck, for
Yeah.
luck points,
What you thinking?
bend luck, spend 2 points for a D4 penalty as a reaction. And then you regain spent with a long rest. A luck point
Yeah, with the
may be
D4 penalty to his attacks is not going to miss even.
I'm just wondering
Like,
about
you-
a luck point may be spent to grant advantage on your own rolls or disadvantage on enemy rolling against you. So is that
Yeah.
a reaction or bonus action or action? Or is
Sorry,
that...
under bend luck.
Yeah, it just has like bend luck and then info about regaining them as a long rest. And then it says a luck point may be spent to grant advantage on your own.
Oh, you're talking about the
Rolls.
luck feat.
Okay, that is separate.
That is
Okay.
not what you have. You
But
have
is
the
that...
bend luck.
I have the luck feat too, don't I?
No, you have a wild magic
Okay.
luck thing that I gave you, which is
And
basically negotiate with mild magic for rerolls.
Oh, okay.
We've usually used the word luck to refer to it because that's kind of what it is. But
Yeah. I'm just wondering if it is what kind of action that might be.
it would be a reaction.
Okay, so it's that or my silvery barbs. One or the other. Okay.
Yep. So that is a total of 35 points of damage from those two pinchers. Ugna.
How many?
And you
32?
remain grappled. 35.
35.
Yep.
That's looking dicey.
Oh my god.
I'm definitely bloodied.
And that
so
is its turn.
not great.
Yep. Fetid is up. Fetid is stunned, but can still do some things.
All right.
You want to put some more arrows into this guy.
Yeah, I would like to continue to try and shoot him.
Guess I'm not quite bloodied yet, but
Might
it's
work.
just a hair
Oh,
over.
that will definitely work. All right, first one will hit. 3 plus 5 is 8, and 5 is 13 damage from the first arrow. Yes. 5, 8 and 5, 13 from the second arrow.
Oh, I am wrong. I am so sorry.
Ah.
I misread stunned.
Okay.
You can't
Can't
take
make
actions
attacks?
while you're
Yeah.
stunned.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Well,
That's what I
I
thought.
missed that part. So,
That's fine.
but you can attempt, because it's your turn, the saving throw to break out.
Con save.
Yeah.
So you need a con save.
All right. That is a 16 then.
Maybe. What is the saving throw for this? Spell save DC is 16. What did you get?
I
I
got
think you
a
said
16.
16. You
Yep.
just did it. So exactly
Nice.
what you needed.
All right.
So you don't take any actions this turn, but you basically like and shake
Yeah,
yourself
yeah.
out of this like that weird awful magic that you heard in your brain that temporarily incapacitated you. Copernicus, you're up.
Okay. I think I'm gonna. I'll start with the distracting intrusion. Because that one's
I
free.
will roll the
it's always worth
saving
trying.
throw because it's a bonus action, right?
Yeah.
What's the save again?
DC 15. Wisdom.
It's int or something, right? No, it's wisdom.
Wisdom.
Okay, yeah, he makes it.
Dang. Okay.
If it was int, he would have failed it, I think.
Okay.
But it's wisdom, yeah. Okay, so he makes it. And
okay.
carry on. What else are you gonna do?
Are we trying to break this grapple at all?
You're not grappled anymore.
No, but Ugna.
Ugna's
I
grappled.
can't do anything.
Like Ugna is sort of flailing around, and you realized. Remember, you made your roll.
Yeah,
you
but I'm
know that
confused.
Ugna's got a confusion
Yeah.
spell going on.
I don't know any way to help with that, but what I can do, I'm pretty sure that if you move someone who is grappling someone, it breaks the grapple instantly. So I'm thinking about trying to do a repelling
Yes.
attack.
Yep.
which will at least
If
get
you
out of the
moved him
grapple.
away from Ugna, he would no longer have a grapple on Ugna.
Yeah. So okay, I'm gonna try to do a repelling chilling touch then.
Go for it. Make your attack roll.
That's a 23.
That will succeed.
Okay. So I don't know. I only have the short rules for repelling here. So it doesn't say there's a save.
There is a saving throw, I think. Wait a second. Let me double check that. I could be wrong. Oh, that is not your character sheet at all. No wonder I can't find it. No, there is no saving throw.
Nice. Okay.
Uh,
So then grapple broken. I'm gonna push him 10 feet away from us and from Ugna. And I'll
roll your damage.
little
Nice.
little baby bit of damage.
I mean, it's still cast at a 4th level because your base spells are all cast at 4th level.
2d, where's my 8 plus 1. That's 11 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And
you did roll. What did you roll for damage?
11 necrotic damage.
But you rolled 2d8, right?
Yeah, 2d8 plus 1.
Okay, cool. And cannot regain hit points until the start of your next turn.
No
And that
healing.
is not damage that it is resistant to.
Nice.
It's resistant to fire, cold, and lightning.
Oof.
But so far, the magic damage you guys have done has been thunder and
None of
necrotic,
those.
so-
Yep.
And it's immune to poison. So yeah, your magical skeletal hand appears with like its big hook, and it clasps onto his shoulder with the hook from behind and yanks him back 10 feet down the corridor.
And I fall out of his claws.
You get a really good look at him though while that is happening, and I would like you to make me a perception check to see if you notice something.
Okay. Not my best skill.
Do he be fine though?
I have a 9. So
You've noticed that ass. No.
I've got a 9, but he looks like a dime.
Yeah, all you notice is his glistening abs. Where he was grappling you, he's got oil on him now. It's just like,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Rubbing
Little
off
treasure
on him.
trail.
Next up is Ugna. Roll me a d10.
Yep.
Oh, also, did you make your
9.
saving throw? Did you make your saving throw last time?
I didn't make a saving throw last time.
Because you get to roll a saving throw to break out every round, right?
Right. Let's well, my wisdom is not great, but I rolled 19.
Okay. So
So
we'll take that for this one.
Shake it off.
On a 9, you can act normally anyway. So go ahead and act, and you shake it off when we're done. So you were confused last round. Oh, you couldn't do anything.
Yep.
This round, you're able to act and then shake it off for good.
Yep.
So give me an action. What you gonna do?
I am trying to decide that because I was not ready to go. This guy, does he look hurt at all?
Yeah.
Moderately.
He's got a bunch of like slashes and gashes and
Couple
he's
arrows
been hit
sticking
by-
out of his butt.
He's got 2 arrows
Yeah.
sticking out of him. He's been hit by that magical chill touch and the thunderstep, which blasted.
That's true.
Oh yeah, you don't have a
you
magical
guys.
weapon though.
No.
No,
So I'm gonna like shake my head and be like, "Okay, Bernie, where's your knife?"
Oh, can I huck the knife over on my turn or no? Probably not.
No, because that happened
Yeah.
first.
Yeah, I wouldn't have
If
if
you
you
had-
confused at the end of my turn.
Yeah, if you had saved an action, I would say yes, but you did
Yeah.
not.
You
You're
might-
using it.
Meant to go over there.
Can
And
I,
then
as a
huck
free
it?
action,
Can you throw it?
I think I could drop it as a
Ugna?
free action. Is about the only thing I might be able to do.
Can Ugna throw
I can
throw daggers?
just run over and grab it.
Yeah.
I might. I don't think I could scare a demon, y'all.
believe
how
in
good my
you.
performance
a lot of
is.
damage. You just because you're having your damage doesn't mean you're not doing a shitload
That's
of it.
true.
That's true. Yeah.
That is true.
You could either forego your attacks to go get the dagger and come back, or you could just attack and do half damage and hope to get the dagger next round.
It's rough because I'm do full damage with the dagger, but I think the dagger is only like a D6
It's true.
weapon, so it's not great damage to begin with.
Yeah, I think it's just a D4 plus 1. The one thing it
Oh,
does
it's
is
a
it
D4.
transforms it transforms all of your strength damage into full points of damage instead of half.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Because that
Why
is
don't
like
you-
8.
People can get it to you next round, so why don't
Yeah.
you just
Actually,
for a normal
here's an
attack
attack I can make this round. I can try and net this guy.
Ooh.
He's pretty strong though. He might be able to break out of it pretty easily. I'm gonna hit this guy in the face. It's what I do.
Do
All right.
it.
I'm not.
Hammer.
I'm gonna. I got my reaction, so I can second win this. I'm gonna need some hit points.
go for it? Get some hit points back.
Yep.
How many of your hit dice you're going to use on that?
I
Or
mean,
his
you
second
might-
one is
I don't
set,
get hit
sorry.
dice. It's just 1d10
That's right.
plus 7. So I'm gonna roll
Yep.
my
So
1d10
go ahead and
is a
get your 1d10
5
plus
plus 7 gives me 13 back. Which is
12.
nice.
Get
12.
what you weren't able
Yeah.
to do in the ring. Get
Yeah.
that bitch.
Get that bitch. So I rolled 2 attacks. I rolled a 17 on one and a 13 on the other, plus 8 on both of those. So the 13 will
Those
be
both hit.
awesome. Then let's roll some damage.
Oh,
We
kill
haven't
damage.
had a break since the snake fight, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so I still use the 2 action points there, which means I have 1 left. I'm gonna use 1.
Oh, sorry. You've had the equivalent of you've had the equivalent of a short rest since the snake fight, just not since you
Okay.
guys were hanging out in the chamber.
Cool. So I'm gonna
Copernicus is out
cross
of
off
stuff
these
because he
2.
used his spells in the chamber.
Yeah. I've used 2 this fight.
Yeah.
Which means I still have more, so I can burn them all this round. If I need to.
Printing emptied in the chamber.
Yep. Ooh, that's an 8 and a 7 plus another 7 damage.
Sorry,
So it's
8.
20.
What do you mean 8 and a 7?
I rolled an 8 and a 7 on my damage dice, and then I
So it's
get an
15.
additional 7.
I thought you were plus 6 to damage. Oh, you're right, plus 7.
With my
All right.
hammer's a plus 7.
So that is 22, comes
Yep.
11.
Yep.
You guys
And I'm
doing
doing
11
the
just now.
fainting attack, so I get advantage on the next one. I will roll another d20 just in case I get a
a
nat
nat.
20. I do not, but I still hit. I'm
Go
gonna
for
hit
it.
him in the face again.
Damage.
Ooh, lower damage that time. 4 and a 3 plus another 7, so 14.
14 becomes
Halved is
7.
7.
Okay. And that took your bonus action to the
Yep.
fainting attack. So you are
I am out.
out of that for this round, but at least you're not confused anymore.
Nope.
Morgan.
I am confuzzled.
No, you're not. You didn't use confusion
nope.
on you.
Oh, I thought we all got confused.
No.
Okay.
No, you're
Ooh,
good.
Oh, sorry.
man.
You did. It's an area effect, but the only person who failed the saving throw was Ugna.
Was me.
Okay. Oh no, sorry, stunned.
No, stunned was a specific target. You
Yeah.
only used it on that
Okay.
I'm
You
in
use it on the
melee, but
person
I'm
who
not
filled him full of arrows.
grappled by him, so
Okay.
you can do stuff to him without me in the way.
Yeah. I'll lightning bolt then. Just a
Lightning
bolt.
bolt. Go for it. I believe that's not got a hit, right?
No, it is a area. It's 100-foot line.
It's a line, which will hit him once and then go ricocheting up the corridor.
Or I guess down
Hopefully,
the
no
corridor.
one's up there. Yep. 100
Hopefully
feet
no
long
one's
and
down
5
there.
feet wide.
Hopefully.
What do you mean?
So he gets
Hopefully,
a
if there's anyone else
dexterity
down
saving
there,
throw. So he has a dexterity saving throw, and it's 8d6 lightning damage. Do you want to cast it at 4th level? You have one more 4th level slot if you want to use it.
I will reserve that for safety because this is
Okay.
already 8d6.
So
Getting
roll
dicey.
your 8d6 damage.
my d6 chest.
He gets
Ooh.
advantage on a saving throw
Oh,
versus
this is hard to
magic.
open.
He successfully made his saving throw, so he takes half damage.
Silvery barbs.
Okay,
can't
I
open
will
this.
re-roll his saving throw. I think you managed to do that.
Okay. 9.
Just double checking. Yeah, his dex bonus is not great. Yeah, you did it.
3.
So even with his advantage, because you silvery barbs did, he did not make his saving throw.
Nice.
He does still take half
Uh,
damage from lightning, but now he takes half instead of a quarter.
Get out of here. 4, 5, and 6. All right.
We got
I got my
eight
cute
dice.
little. I thought it was 6. Oh, it's 8. You're right.
D6. 8 6-sided decimas.
Get this dude.
All right. I got my my
Oh,
cool
your fancy
teardrop
Ooh.
one.
funky shaped D6s.
Whew. Oh no, that's a lot of ones. All right.
No.
A 5, a 4, a 6, a 5, a 1, a 2, and a 4.
Okay, tell me what. How many 1s and 2s was that again?
2 1s, 1 2, 2 4s, 2 5s, and 1
there's
6.
2 4s there. Okay,
Yeah.
28.
Right.
So 28 damage halved because he is resistant to lightning. Means he takes still 14
Still
damage.
a good amount.
Yep.
The fuck is down there gets that damage.
It's not looking great. You zorch him and he like snarls and is very angry about everything. And it's his turn. I'm going to finish this round off and then we will leave it there for this week.
Yep.
Just trying to decide, now that he is no longer within arm's reach of you guys, what he's going to do. He is going to do a spell-like ability and 2 attacks. So he
Ooh.
lunges forward again to attack you guys. Obviously, it's going to be Ugna because that you're the
Yeah,
only one. That
I'm the one
you're
hitting
right
him in the
his way.
face.
He has
Yep.
to attack you, or else he gives you attack opportunity. So he lunges at you again with his 2 great claws while he's still pinioning his other hands, and he drops a magical darkness.
Oh, hell.
No one can see now except for him and Copernicus.
Cool.
And he is attacking you again with his 2 great claws, both of which will hit you.
Mhm.
She'll have the silvery barbs though. I forgot.
Yep, but that gives you
say.
advantage on the next thing you do.
Yeah.
Doesn't affect what he does. And so he does. Let me roll that there damage. $32 points of damage.
Ooh.
And you
Well-
are grappled once again.
Well, I've got 6 damage left. 6 hit points left. I'm
And
glad
you
I
were
did
grappled
my
once
second
again.
wind. Is that good?
Yep. And I believe we shall leave it there.
All right.
We'll pick up with the last bits of this combat.
Bum bum bum.
He's looking pretty rough.
I'm looking
He's
rough.
got cool.
So are we.
Yep.
You guys are looking rough. He's looking rough.
I
But
can't
good.
even thunder step you away from
Nope.
there because I'd have to
It's-
see.
Yup.
I'm gonna give you a final roll here. Copernicus, I want you to make me one more perception check. Just as this all goes down.
Okay, a little bit better than the first one that flubbed. That's a 17.
That's a much better. As he drops this magical darkness and does the spells again, you notice what you didn't before was there's some sort of like rune on his forehead, that like almost like a brand, which doesn't exactly like stand out, which is why on his like dark skin you didn't particularly note it before. But as he casts this darkness spell and your magical vision sort of comes into play to see clearly through the darkness, you note that the symbol that's glowing, and you recognize it as a magical symbol that often appears when you summon demons.
Ooh.
Oh.
But you recognize the shape of it as having the similar shape to the runes being used by Eliphas Darkmoor. You believe that this demon was summoned by the Raven cult's magics.
Great.
And I will reveal to the audience that this is the result of the poll.
Oh,
And
you
we'll see
bastards.
if the players will potentially figure out
What's going
who
on
is
here?
behind. So the audience knows who's
Hmm.
behind this. We'll put it that way.
But we do not.
Who specifically is behind this? But you do recognize the Raven cult's hand in this. So Copernicus, you basically believe this was sent after you specifically, the party, by the Raven cult. And that's it. We'll leave it there for this
Wow.
time.
Nice.
All
Fighting
right.
a terrifying challenge rating 9 demon in this. In the
Yeah, that's a
Underdark.
problem.
Good God.
Just a thing one does.
Immune
roll
to
me a
lightning
D20.
too? Oh.
It's D20 time. I will remind the audience that if you are subscribed to the channel, then at the end of every game we roll for who gets some artwork from our fabulous artists. And this time it is, I rolled a 16.
16. Give me 1 second here.
Squeak, squeak. Little bird squeak, squeak, squeak. The birds get squeaky early now because even though we normally
that
put them to bed at
is
8.
K2.
No.
K2!
Nice.
Yay,
Yeah.
K2! K2, you're
Hell
going to
yeah.
get some artwork. Yeah, the birds have decided that it's 8 o'clock now because it's darker.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
We gotta
Yeah.
switch their schedules a bit soon.
Yeah.
You get
All
mad at us.
Egypt's
They
like
don't know the
that, too.
time.
No.
They're like, why are you still awake, human?
Oh, man. Daylight savings is the worst
Bedtime.
for birds because they're just like, nah, nah.
You don't understand
Aw.
this.
It's bedtime right now. And I'm like, I know, birds. I know. It's the dumbest thing in the world. I don't know why we do it. Don't ask me.
So, anybody got anything to shout out before we sign off? I have a sneaking suspicion Alina has something.
I have like 3
Mm.
things.
My goodness.
All right. You go first. You go first.
Okay. Check out Indigenerds on Monday. We are launching. It'll be run through Iron Circus on Backer Kit. But posting links to it all over the place. So follow me on Blue Sky. Check out Twitter. If you follow Iron Circus, they'll be tweeting about it too. And the second one is on Saturday, so a week from tomorrow. I will be running a charity game to help Rainbow Refugees, which is a group that helps bring LGBTQIA plus youth to safer countries like Canada. Moderately so for right now. So it will be called the Monsters Ball, and it will be an all-trans group of folks, including Raven.
Hey.
Yeah, so it's going to be a lot of
Yay.
fun.
Good.
It's going to be great. So
I
that'll be
should
next
post-
Saturday.
I should put the link for Indigenerds in the chat.
Yeah, thank you.
So there it is. Even before Monday, feel free to go and sign up for the pre-notification because that always looks good. There's already over 600 people on there.
Heck yeah.
Awesome.
Woohoo!
All
Indigenous
right,
comics.
that's me. I'm done.
Who else wants to shout out?
I'm going to be presenting and hopefully doing some live demonstrations of mixed reality works with PXR, the PXR Symposium, which is performance in XR, which includes mixed reality, VR, AR, that sort of cool stuff. And I just got my beautiful Quest 3 and did some fun mixed reality illustrations, which I posted on my TikTok, which is just Two Spirit Trickster. I'm
Very
on that
cool.
as a username.
I saw that
for
this
most
morning.
things. And this is the Eventbrite. Oh my god, the link is so long. It's embarrassing. For the PXR Symposium, which is pretty cool. They just had their launch party tonight, unfortunately the same time as stream.
Oh,
But yeah, it's gonna be fun.
I put up your TikTok link too.
Merci beaucoup.
Heck yeah.
Anyone else want to shout something out? I got
I'm going
one
to be
thing.
a guest at HowlCon in 2 weeks, which is actually when the next game
Ooh.
is scheduled. So I need to chat with you about that. But I'm going to be a guest there Friday to Sunday, and it's the first convention I ever did. It's a very special place in my heart, and I'm excited to be back
Aw.
for the first time since being back to Halifax. So I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Awesome.
I was considering a possible shift of weeks in the near future, but we'll talk about that. We'll announce
Yeah.
when the next game is, based on getting around that. And the last thing I want to mention, and Jeff, did you have anything you wanted to bring up?
Nope, nothing
Other
for me.
Questionablecontent.net,
That me.
MFers,
That
all
my
that,
comic.
all them
Butt
robot
dot
butch. Butch.irk, I believe you mean to say. Wait, no.
Of course.
But the last thing I want to mention is I'm giving everybody an inspiration for that
Aw.
series of crazy fights that you've just been through in the last 2 games.
There was
So-
a bit of stuff going on.
So feel free to put that in there. And we'll start with that for next game. So thank y'all. Next time, same trash channel, same trash time. I don't know. I don't remember what they said on Batman.
Not something. We'll be back. We'll be trash. That's all you need to know.
Dubious
Let's go raid.
catchphrase.
Let's go raid some folks.
Raid.
See y'all.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See ya.